Now let's dive into formatting. The image on the right, it's gonna be familiar to some of you guys. Well, it's not a perfectly accurate replica down to every detail. You might notice some subtle differences if you're sharp-eyed, such as the thickness or of the black lines. So it's different from the original work of Mondrian. However, that's not going to be important for now. We'll be using this shapes as an exercise, practice exercise for format. And also from now on, please note that we'll be using the Alt key extensively for formatting. As much as possible, I recommend using the keyboard for the techniques that we'll cover, as it is more convenient. And for now, I'm going to teach you the original shortcuts, and later on we'll simplify frequently used shortcuts by utilizing the quick access toolbar, the QAT. But for now, let's stick on the basics. So first of all, let's change the fill color. So for example, some shapes need to be filled with white in this example. So since you've learned how to select shapes in the previous session, let's select all of the 4 boxes that have to be colored in white. So you can use the Control key and select the desired objects. Or you can first drag these first 2 objects and then use the Control key to select the rest of the items. The shortcut for changing the fill color is Alt H SF for shape fill. So Alt H SF, and you're going to get your color palette. And we're going to select the white color that I've preset in the below. And we're going to press Enter. Let's do the same for the other shapes as well. So for the red, again, select the object. It's in the solid line mode. Alt HSF for shape fill. We're going to go up and choose the red color. This time, since the shapes, it's remaining in the solid line mode, you can press the tab key as well. You can use the tab key to move around, move to the next shapes. And this time it should be colored in blue. So again, Alt HSF. Let's move down here and select blue. Again, lastly, by using the tab keys, similar steps. Move to the bottom right and Alt HSF just once more, and we're going to be selecting the golden yellow color. So just by changing the colors, it became quite similar to the one on the right, but still we've got a long way to go. So next, let's change the border colors. As you can see, they're currently outlined in black. So let's first select all of the shapes at once. So we're going to be dragging all of the entire objects. And the shortcut for changing the outline is Alt H S O, and that's short for shape outline. So Alt H S O, and we're going to select black, the black color on the top left. And you can still see that there's a difference between this and the original image on the right. And it's mainly the thickness of the shape outline. So we're going to adjust the thickness as well. Again, let's go into Alt H shape outline. And we want to go to weight. So you're going to press W for weight. We're going to select the 6-point thickness. Press enter, and now we can see that the shapes really closely match to the original design. And FYI, there are some additional options that you can use under shape outlines. One of the most frequently used is the dashes. So if you want a dotted line or a different shaped line, you can always go under shape outline, dashes, so S for dashes, and you can change to another different style. But in this case, we're going to keep the solid line. So we're going to press on the escape key and come back to the original status. It seems 99% similar, but again, if you're sharp-eyed, you're going to notice that if you take a closer look, the original image on the right, it does have a slight shadow effect. You can see a slight shadow to the right-hand side and to the bottom. And there's a very helpful tip when working with PowerPoint. Whenever you think that your PowerPoint design feels a little bit plain and bland, just by adding even a slight shadow, it's going to upgrade. It's going to enhance your PowerPoint a lot. And that's why if you see my PowerPoint materials of the modeling school, there's literally a shadow effect on everything. Just literally everything except the text. So that's how effective the shadow function is. So again, let's select the entire objects on the left, and let's drop some shadows on the shapes. So this time it's going to be Alt H SE for shape effects, and you want to move to shadow. So I'm going to use the arrow key to move to shadow, the right arrow key to open the shadow options, and usually I prefer to use the first option on the outer shadow. So it creates a shadow on the bottom and on to the right. Press enter, and we have shadow created for our new picture. But of course, some of you might notice the difference between the left and the right. On the left, we have created shadow just even in between the pictures, whereas on the right, there's no shadow exists in between. Only the shadow exists for under the full picture. The difference is between the difference is because the right-hand side, this one, they're grouped together, so they're dropping a shadow as one. It's recognizing the shadow as one single shape, whereas on the left, well, we have multiple shapes and it's dropping a shadow for each individual rectangle. We're going to be covering grouping soon, so we're going to get into that later on. But I think at this moment, even the ungrouped version on the left, it might actually look better, I think. I think it's giving it a more, three-dimensional 3D effect. So let's keep it this way for now, move on, and after we've learned about grouping and ungrouping, let's come back here and finalize these to the exact same formatting that we have on the right.